Hello guys, here's Vivian. So today we're gonna get our hands and eyes down on something new. So I've got this 3D printed case, very minimalism keyboard, and we're gonna mold it because I only got a case, but I have all the PCB board, the filling stuff, and like switches. So we're gonna do step by step how to mold up a keyboard to sort of guide you guys through like a keyboard land. So let's not talk more and get our hands into it. Okay guys, so the whole case is 3D printed like I said, and it's in like a top mount structure. Because it's 3D printed, the whole case is super light, and you can still see like those 3D print lines on the case as well. It's not a very perfect, well-made keyboard. It's more like toy-ish, kind of like a little toy for you to play for. And you can see the 4 screws on the back as well. And over here, all the 3D printed lines are here. And is 3D printed, so it's plastic. And also for the plate is also in same color, also 3D printed, but they've cut all the like stabilizers, all the switch space out. And just based by this, you guys know that this keyboard is actually our gasket structure. It's a very cute little thing. And also I've got the, haven't opened up yet, but this is the PCB, and then they call this called Paint series. So very small. We're gonna show you guys in a little bit. And I also bought like plate mount stabilizers as well, and also for like the connections and the little gasket sockets and the rubber feet as well for the keyboard itself. And also I've got the filling foams. I've got like 5 layers inside of this bag, which we're gonna put it inside of the keyboard as well. And also the switches. This switch is called Manta. It's not like a very well-known popular kind of switch, but it do have a little, besides the switch that we've reviewed, not like a Thocky kind of sound, it's more like a clicky. Well, I will show you guys in a bit, but you can hear like more of like a plastic kind of sound. But I mean, for like a toy kind of ish keyboard, I don't think it's biggie for that. And I also bought almost the same color keycaps as well, and this in MOA, which I would think it will fit super great with the color for the keyboard itself. And that's basically everything that I got, and time to open it up. So gasket is always one of the popular structures for keyboards because it will maximize the comfort when you're typing it. And I don't actually try a lot of other structures. So far, gasket was pretty nice for most of the keyboard that I've tried. And I don't know if any of you guys more looking for, well, not looking for, like to buy those like customized keyboard, or you more of like those market kind of people. But please let me know. I need a longer, give me one sec. Okay, so one thing that I forgot to mention when I talk about this case is that even though it looks kind of like a brick, but this keyboard do have like a 5-degree angles for like comfort typing. And that's one thing I'm very detailed about this case. Even though it's 3D printed, it's sort of like a toy, but still got just a little bit of design in it. Okay, so I got help by my friend for a little bit to take off like the very deep ones. But for this case, when I bought it, they also have other color option. I only bought one color. So if you also bought different colors, you can swap out the top or the bottom to match up as your own customized case, which I found really fun of it. So I've taken off the top case, and you can see that they've craved out space for that. Let's put on the side, and that's the bottom case. They have left the space for the gasket structures like this, but before that we have to put everything inside of it before we put that top on it. But it's very detailed that I have craved out the little space for the gasket structure. Sort of fun. And then we have to take off the case. Let's see. First, we have to check up on the foam. We've got the Perone foam, which is between the plate and the PCB, one of the layers. And we've got the switch sheet, just the black one, and also the PET films that's underneath the switch sheet. And that's the first layer that will attach to the PCB board. And this is another filming layers on the bottom of the, well, underneath of the PCB board. And this one is the one that's underneath this sheet. And that's the 5 layers we'll be putting together with that. And also got the very beautiful PCB board because it's the Paint series. Let me show you guys. it has the word paying on the top of the PCB, which is really cool. Very detailed. Okay, and now let's just start to put them all together. And to simplify the steps, so this keyboard is only one-way connections, which is Type-C wired. And that's the little connectors that came with this keyboard. Guys, see this? That's where you attach the cables and connect it with the PCB board. And you remove the screws. And there's two little holes. You just screw them down. You have to be very careful. Don't break the cable. And just make sure that the connectors is actually didn't be covered by the case. It have to be showing on the top, which I did great on that. And then that's where the most scary part. So before we connect the cables to that, we have to put these two layers on the bottom of the, well, not on the bottom, but like underneath the PCB board, because you need to have like layers between the case and the PCB board to be able to protect the PCB board and to fill in the space for the sound as well. And this is how it looks like. They've creeped out the space for the, and we've got pin over here. And now the most scariest part, I have to, ta-da! Yes, the biggest step is done. I've connected the cables to the PCB board and everything looks great. Now we just slowly put it underneath it and make sure like everything. It's already kind of soft and sort of like bouncy because the foam. I really like the word paying. Typing is paying. Filling is a pain. Just kidding. Okay, so now we have put the PET film on the top of the pane. And another layer to be cover the pane is the switch sheet. Okay, so finally hole to hole. And over here we still got paroon foam to fill in between the, that's what I like to do. So make sure the hose is not covered by all the sheets. And when you are over here, you are like 70% to the successful, because the biggest step is to put in to connect with the cables and to put the layer on, hole to hole, layers are right, everything looks good, and you are like 70% on. That's the way to the success. And now another important part is the plate, and that's where you have to put all the little sockets to make the bounciness for the plate. Even though the plate itself is really soft already, well, because it's the material, but we have to add the extra bounciness to it side, and we also got the rubber bee on the side as well, and just little thing, kind of just put on little socks for the gasket. So this step is pretty simple, and I'm pretty sure everyone should do great on the steps. And boom, that's before put the stabilizers, and that's like one step done. And now we are gonna show you guys the stabilizer. So this is the stabilizer that I got in very pretty light blue color, well, blue greenish color. And then it's also factory lubed, very well lubed. I can see all the grease on the case. Let me just show you guys. Beautiful stabilizer. It's very, very well lubed, like it's all grease. That means what? That means when you're typing on it, there's not gonna have a scratch sound, which that is what you should looking for. Okay, and now we are gonna suck it in and just make sure that you are actually facing the right way. Well, I really don't wanna break this. It's sort of like tight. One step done. If you guys like, you can kind of like clean the grease a little, lazy too. So I'm just gonna quickly pop another one into the layers. Just same with another one. Boom, done. Plate is ready to put on. Okay, and now let's put the plate on the top of the paroon foam. Perfectly. Hold on, maybe. It's a little wobble because the cable is underneath it. That's totally fine, because we're gonna put the case on the top. Did I miss anything? No. Okay. You just need to hold on a little and then go to the back and just screw it. I still need help from my friend too. Later. Okay, so the case is finally put on, and this keyboard is ready to put on for all the switches and keycaps. And I'm just like, lastly, check if all the holes was in the right place. Guys, we're almost there. And okay. Okay, so I've got this switch called Manta switch, and the acquisition force is about 42, bottom force is about 50. This is a very pretty, I don't know if you guys can see, but the top housing is actually see-through and it has a little glitter inside of it, and the steam is in sort of like bright pink, and the bottom housing is black, and it's also 5-pin. And let's check the sound. So pretty standard linear switch. So pretty. I love the glitter. And let's just put on.
2,000 years later.
Okay guys, I put this little cherry blossom. Well, it's called Manta, but it looks like cherry blossom. But I put it, the switch inside of the keyboard. It's almost complete and the whole case looks great. Looks really pretty. Now, the final step is to put on keycaps. Okay, now I love this cloth that I picked for this keyboard. And let's just check out the keycaps a little bit. It's pretty thick. The material will probably be PBT, and I picked the little bear to suit with the keyboard color. It's more like a coffee bear, and then kind of matte, and it's in MOA profile. Now let's put in, because this keyboard's layout is so small, so only the letters that goes to the main point. Okay, so letters is on, and you guys can notice that the spacebar is actually split. Okay, guys, so because the layer is not like a typical normal keyboard layer, so we kind of have to deal with to not fitting with the right keys, but we can still pick some cute keys to be trying to match with the keyboard. So let's just put the little orange with the bar, and this is the only right size for this side. So we can put a little shift, and also FN. This is the little mushroom. Let's put the little FN mushroom on the middle. It's crazy. Even though the case is made with 3D print, but the spacebar still sounds really stable and very nice. Okay guys, and now we are simply done with this cutie. Let me show you guys closer view. So top, we've got this bare MOA layout keycaps, one-way connections. So the Type-C cable connectors are right here, where it's in angled. And one last step is to put on the rubber feet, so can make it even more comfortable to type on. And this is how you complete with your little toy. Done! Look how cute that is. Your little toy, and think about, since it's so light, you can always carry that with you in a little bag. This is just like I don't have like a bigger hand. It's almost like a size of my hand, just a little longer. It would be crazy if you just, meeting someone and then you just put up your cutest keyboard in the world. And now let's go to the sound test. Okay guys, so what do you guys think about this very mini cute little keyboard? You're probably wondering how small that is. So this is my phone, and then it's like a little pocket keyboard. And you can just, when you go meet up your friend and just like put it out for your pocket and be like,
hey, I got you.
And I hope you guys liked today's video, and if you have any questions, you can always leave a comment below. If you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up, and until next time, hands down, eyes down, and don't forget to keep on typing.